Real Madrid's dominance in European football is undeniable, and their illustrious history in the UEFA Champions League is a testament to their status as the kings of Europe. They have won more Champions League titles than any other club and are the only team to achieve a three-peat in the modern era. Their unparalleled success, spanning decades, cements their legendary status, while their 5 consecutive European Cup victories in the competition's early days remain iconic. Today we'll focus on their historic modern-era three-peat. To fully appreciate this feat, it's crucial to understand the evolution of the competition, a legacy built early. Real Madrid asserted their dominance from the very beginning, winning the first 5 editions of the European Cup, now the Champions League. While they weren't the only club to achieve a three-peat in the tournament's earlier format, teams like Ajax and Bayern Munich also accomplished it. The dynamics were vastly different back then. The competition featured fewer teams and matches, making the path to victory comparatively less grueling. However, when the tournament was rebranded as the Champions League in the 1990s, it expanded to include more teams from various leagues, making it significantly more competitive. From that point on, no team had successfully defended the title, until a certain novice coach defied expectations in the mid-2010s. Enter Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane's appointment as Real Madrid's head coach in January 2016 raised eyebrows. Traditionally, Real Madrid preferred hiring experienced, high-profile managers, and Zidane had no first-team coaching experience at the time. However, he had a deep connection with the club, having won the Champions League as a player and later serving as Carlo Ancelotti's assistant coach during their 2014 Champions League triumph. After Ancelotti's departure, Zidane took charge of Real Madrid Castilla, the club's B team, until the senior team's struggles under Rafa Benitez prompted the club to make a bold decision. Benitez was dismissed mid-season after a series of disappointing results, including a humiliating 4-0 loss to arch-rivals Barcelona. Zidane stepped in as his successor, facing immense pressure to turn the season around, turning doubt into dominance. At the time of Zidane's appointment, Real Madrid sat third in La Liga, behind Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Despite the odds, Zidane inspired a remarkable turnaround. In La Liga, his team lost just one of their remaining 20 matches, including a thrilling 2-1 victory in El Clásico that ended Barcelona's 39-game unbeaten run. Real Madrid finished the season second, with 90 points, just one behind Barcelona. But it was in the Champions League that Zidane's brilliance truly shone. After dispatching AS Roma 4-0 on aggregate in the round of 16, Real Madrid faced Wolfsburg in the quarterfinals. A shock 2-0 defeat in the first leg put their campaign in jeopardy, but Zidane, led by a sensational Cristiano Ronaldo, mounted a dramatic comeback to win the second leg 3-0 and progress to the semi-finals. Real Madrid's journey to their historic three-peat in the UEFA Champions League is a tale of resilience, revenge, and rewriting history. After a shocking 2-0 loss to Wolfsburg in the first leg of the 2016 quarterfinals, Real Madrid, led by Cristiano Ronaldo, staged a spectacular comeback in the second leg. Ronaldo's hat-trick secured a 3-0 victory and a place in the semi-finals. There, they faced a tough challenge against Manchester City, but a narrow 1-0 aggregate win saw them through to the final. In the final, Real Madrid faced their city rivals, Atletico Madrid. The stakes were high. Atletico were the only team to defeat Zidane's Real Madrid in La Liga that season, a loss that likely cost them the league title. Fueled by the desire for revenge, Madrid endured a grueling match that went to penalties. In the end, Real Madrid emerged victorious, claiming their record-extending 11th Champions League title. Zinedine Zidane, an inexperienced coach when he took over, had achieved the unthinkable. He turned a struggling team into European champions within months. Joining Pep Guardiola as one of the few coaches to win the Champions League in their debut season, Zidane silenced critics who dismissed his success as mere luck. Many doubted he could replicate his achievements in his first full season, but Zidane proved them wrong. The rise of a dominant force, Zidane built one of the most formidable teams in football. His midfield trio, Luka Modric, Casemiro, and Toni Kroos, was unrivaled, while the attacking trio of Gareth Bale, Karim Benzema, and Cristiano Ronaldo was devastating. Under Zidane, Real Madrid played fearless, attacking football, displaying incredible composure and grit. By December 2016, Zidane broke the club's record for the longest unbeaten streak, avoiding defeat in 35 consecutive games. In January, Madrid extended that streak to 40 matches, breaking Barcelona's Spanish record. That same season, Zidane led Real Madrid to their first La Liga title in 5 years. Despite their domestic success, no team had ever defended the Champions League title in the modern era. Critics doubted Madrid's ability to go back-to-back, but Zidane's team thrived under pressure. They overcame Bayern Munich in a dramatic quarterfinal that went into extra time, defeated Atletico Madrid 4-2 on aggregate in the semifinals, and dismantled Juventus 4-1 in the final. With this victory, Real Madrid claimed their 12th Champions League title and became the first team to successfully defend the trophy in the modern era. Zidane also joined an exclusive group of coaches to win the Champions League in back-to-back seasons. Yet even after this remarkable achievement, skeptics declared that a third consecutive title was impossible. They believed Madrid's reign had reached its peak, but Zidane and his team were about to defy all expectations once again. Real Madrid's journey to their third consecutive UEFA Champions League title was nothing short of extraordinary. From a rocky start to sealing an unparalleled legacy, this team defied the odds and cemented its place in football history. A shaky start. The 2017-18 season didn't begin like the previous two for Los Blancos. The team seemed fatigued and lacked the hunger that had driven their prior success. They stumbled in La Liga, failing to win 3 of their opening 5 matches. Their Champions League group stage campaign was equally underwhelming. They couldn't win either of their matches against Tottenham and finished second in their group. Adding to their woes, they suffered a shocking elimination from the Copa del Rey at the hands of Leganés. It seemed impossible for this Real Madrid team to defend their La Liga or Champions League crowns. But as always, the Champions League brought out the best in Real Madrid. Despite their struggles, they drew Paris Saint-Germain in the round of 16, a match many predicted would mark the end of their campaign. Instead, they dismantled the French giants with a dominant 5-2 aggregate win, proving they were still a force to be reckoned with. Dramatic quarterfinals and resilient semis. Next, Real Madrid faced Juventus in the quarterfinals. The first leg in Turin was a masterclass, with Ronaldo scoring one of the greatest goals in Champions League history, a stunning bicycle kick that even earned applause from the Juventus fans. Madrid cruised to a 3-0 victory. However, the second leg was a stark contrast. Juventus mounted a remarkable comeback, taking a 3-0 lead and bringing the tie level on aggregate. Just when extra time seemed inevitable, Real Madrid were awarded a controversial penalty in the dying moments. Amid intense pressure and protests, Cristiano Ronaldo calmly converted from the spot in the 97th minute, sending Madrid to the semi-finals. In the semis, they faced Bayern Munich once again. Real Madrid narrowly won the first leg 2-1, but the return leg at the Bernabeu was far from convincing. A 2-2 draw was enough to see them through, but questions lingered about their form. Still, they had done it. They were in their third consecutive Champions League final. The final showdown, Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Standing in their way was Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, a team that had been one of the most exciting in Europe that season. Their lethal front three, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, and Roberto Firmino, had torn defenses apart, and Salah, in particular, was in the form of his life. Liverpool entered the final having lost just 1 game in the entire campaign, and even that came after they'd already secured a commanding first-leg semi-final win against Roma. The Reds started the final with intensity, but their hopes were dealt a devastating blow when Salah was forced off with an injury after a collision with Sergio Ramos. Despite this setback, Liverpool continued to push, but it seemed their goal